Dear Sophia, my elder brother was telling me that Doraemon is an animated series. What is animation? Romy, animation is a method in which figures are manipulated to appear as moving images. It is very interesting. Can I also create animation? Yes, Romy. Anyone can create animation using Animate CC software. Let us learn about this in the chapter. Have you ever played a game on a smartphone? Or have you ever watched a cartoon show or a film? These things are not real. So how are they created? The answer is Adobe Animate Creative Cloud, CC. Yes, such games and movies are created using an interesting software called Animate. With the help of Animate, we can combine images, audio, video, and other effects for creating animations. These animations are small in size. This software is developed and sold by Adobe, and it is one of the most popular animation software. The animations and graphics created in it can be scaled to any size without compromising on quality or clarity. Starting and creating new document in Animate CC. The Animate CC software is required to be installed on the computer before starting it. The steps to start Animate CC are as follows. Step 1. Click on Start button. The Start menu will appear. Step 2. Click on the Adobe Animate 2021. The welcome screen will appear. Step 3. Click on the Create New option. A new document dialog box will appear. On the right-hand side of this, set the dimensions for the stage by entering the pixel values for width and height. Set the platform type as ActionScript 3.0. Step 4. Click on the Standard option and then click on the Create option. A new document will appear. Let us learn the main components of Animate workspace. Menu bar. This bar has controls for common functions and commands. Stage. This is the white area where we place the graphics, text, or video clips in order to show them as a part of the movie. Tools panel. This contains various tools which help us to draw, paint, select and modify the graphics in the workspace. Related tools are grouped together. Properties panel. It provides the options for changing the commonly used properties of the currently selected object, either on the stage or in the timeline. It saves time. It is also known as Property Inspector. Timeline. This is the area at the bottom of the stage where we decide the timing and sequencing of various graphics and other elements of the movie. Layers, frames, and the playhead are some main components of the timeline. Layer. A layer contains its own timeline. One independent movie is of only one level. Setting document properties. Each time when we open Animate, the application opens a new file with the default settings for movie properties. We can create a new movie as we work. To set the frame rate, background color, and the ruler units, the steps are as follows. Step 1. Click on the Modify menu and then click on the Document option. The Document Settings dialog box will appear. Step 2. Select the unit from the drop-down list of the units. In the unit, the options are pixels, inches, inches decimal, points, centimeters or millimeters. By default, the units are pixels. Step 3. To specify the stage size in pixels, enter the values of the width and the height in the stage size text box. The default document size is 640 pixels multiplied by 480 pixels. Step 4. To set the stage color of the document, choose any color for the stage from the stage color swatch. Step 5. The frame rate specifies the speed of a movie in frames per second FPS. By default, the frame rate is 30 FPS. Change the frame rate as per the requirement in Frame Rate box. Step 6. Click on the OK button after specifying the required options. Drawing modes in Animate. There are two drawing modes, Merge Drawing Mode and Object Drawing Mode. These modes determine how objects interact with each other in the stage and how to edit them. By default, Animate uses the Merge Drawing Mode, but we can also enable the Object Drawing Mode. Merge Drawing Mode. In this mode, Animate merges the drawn shapes where they overlap, so that multiple shapes appear to be a single shape. If we want to move or delete a shape that has been merged with another, the portion that was overlapping is permanently removed. Object Drawing Mode. In this mode, Animate does not merge the drawn objects. They remain separate and distinct even when they overlap. We can move them apart without changing their appearance. To enable Object Drawing Mode, select the tool that is to be used and then click on the Object Drawing icon in the Options area of the Tools panel. Saving a file in Animate. The steps to save the work in Animate are as follows. Step 1. Click on the File menu. Now, click on the Save As option from the menu. Save As dialog box will appear. Step 2. In the Save As dialog box, select the location where Animate file is to be saved. Step 3. Type the name of the file in the File Name box. Step 4. Click on the Save button. The file will get saved with .fla extension. Using the Tools panel. There are different types of tools available in the Tools panel which help in drawing, coloring and modifying the objects. With the help of tools, different shapes like line, circle, rectangle and many more other objects can be created. The Tools panel is located on the left of the Animate window. The Tools panel is divided into 4 sections. The Tools area contains Drawing, Painting and Selection tools. The View area contains tools for zooming. The Colors area contains tools for changing and filling colors. The Options area contains modifiers for the currently selected object. Let us learn about some tools on the Tools panel. Line tool. The line tool is used for drawing straight lines or strokes of varying lengths, widths and colors. It works in the same way as it works in the graphics software. The steps for using the line tool are as follows. Step 1. Click on the line tool. Step 2. Select the stroke color, the stroke size, the line style and the width profile as needed from the order of the sequences in the Property Inspector box. Step 3. Move the pointer on the stage. Click and drag it in the position where the line is to be drawn. Step 4. Release the mouse button. We will get a line on the stage. Curving the line. The straight line can be turned into the curved line by using the Selection tool. Step 1. Click on the Selection tool after the line has been drawn. Step 2. Move the pointer on the line. When the pointer changes to arrow with the curve symbol, click and drag the line for drawing a curve. Step 3. When the curve is made, release the mouse button. Pencil tool. The pencil tool is a freehand drawing tool. Using this tool, the lines or the shapes can be drawn in 3 different modes, that is smooth, ink and straighten. The steps for using the pencil tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the pencil tool. Step 2. From the Property Inspector box, select the stroke color, the stroke size, the line style and the width profile. Step 3. Select any of the following drawing modes and draw their required lines and shapes. Ink mode. It helps in a freehand drawing with no modification applied. Straighten mode. It automatically straightens the line drawn using the pencil tool. Smooth mode smoothens the jerks on the edges and helps to draw smooth curved lines. Rectangle tool. The rectangle tool is used to create squares or rectangles. The steps to use this tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the rectangle tool. Step 2. From the Property Inspector box, select the stroke color, fill color, the stroke size and the width profile. We can also change the radius of corners of the rectangle by writing required number in the first box in the Property Inspector box. Step 3. Move the pointer on the stage. Click and drag to draw a rectangle. Step 4. Click on the rectangle options in the Property Inspector box. This will help us to set a different radius for all the 4 corners. We can also fill a negative number in these boxes for an inverse radius. Click and drag to draw the required rectangle. Oval tool. The oval tool is used to draw circular or oval objects. The steps for drawing an oval or a circle are as follows. Step 1. Select the oval tool from the drop-down menu arrow of the rectangle tool. Step 2. In the Property Inspector box, select the properties for the stroke such as color, thickness, line and style. Choose any color from the Fill Color option. Step 3. Move the pointer on the stage. Hold down the left button of the mouse and drag it on the stage. Step 4. On releasing the mouse button, we will get the oval on the stage, which consists of fill and stroke colors. Step 5. To draw a part of circle, specify start angle, end angle and inner radius. Then click and drag the required circle. Polystar tool. The Polystar tool is used for drawing stars and polygons. The steps for using this tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the Polystar tool from the drop-down arrow of the rectangle tool. Step 2. Click on the Tool Options down arrow from the Properties Inspector box. Click on the drop-down list of the Style option and select the star style, star or polygon. Step 3. Enter the value from 3 to 32 in Number of Sides text box for determining the number of sides. Step 4. Enter the number between 0 and 1 in Star Point Size text box for determining the depth of the star points. A number close to 0 will create deeper points. Step 5. Click and drag the pointer on the stage. The star or the polygon is now ready. Pen tool. The pen tool is used to draw the precise path as smooth or straight lines or the flowing curves. The angle and the length of the straight segments and the slope of the curved segments can be adjusted afterwards. The steps for using the pen tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the pen tool. Step 2. Click on the stage for defining the anchor A. Step 3. Click to create the second anchor point B at a distance. Step 4. For completing an open path, double-click the last point or click on the pen tool in the Tools panel. Step 5. For closing a path, position the pen tool over the first anchor point. A small circle will appear next to the tip of the pen when it is placed correctly. Drag or click close to the path. Animate automatically fills the path once it becomes a closed outline. The selection tools. Some tools in the Tools panel are used to select single or multiple objects. Let us learn about them. Selection tool. The selection tool is used to select a single or multiple objects on the stage. Click on the selection tool and follow the instructions given below. To select a stroke, fill, text block or group, select this tool and click on the object. To select a filled shape and its stroked outline, double-click the fill. To select the objects within a rectangle area, drag a square selection box around the object. To select the connecting lines, double-click one of the lines. Sub-selection tool. When we need modification to make different shapes of the drawn graphic in the document, we need the sub-selection tool. This tool selects the nodes of an object. After selecting this tool, click the object and its nodes will appear. We can change an object's shape using the nodes. Lasso tool. The lasso tool is a freehand selection tool. We can use this tool to select the object as you desire and delete. When we select this tool, magic wand tool and polygon tools also appear in the options of Tools panel. The steps to use this tool are as follows. Step 1. Click on the lasso tool. Step 2. Move the pointer to the stage area. It changes to a lasso shape. Step 3. Click and drag the lasso around the object until we reach the point where we started. Step 4. Release the mouse button. The coloring tools. Some tools in the Tools panel are used to color objects. Let us learn about them. Brush tool. The brush tool is a freehand tool used to create drawings and lines in the drawing. This is similar to the pencil tool as both can be used to create shapes. The brush mode can be specified by selecting a brush size and shape using the brush tool modifiers at the bottom of the Tools panel. Different brush modes. Brush modes, descriptions. Paint normal, it fills and paints over lines and fills. Paint fills only, it fills the empty area, leaving the lines unaffected. Paint behind, it paints the blank area of the stage, leaving the lines and fills unaffected. Paint selection, it applies a new fill color only to the selection. Paint inside, it paints only the fill areas and does not allow to paint outside the lines. The steps to use this tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the brush tool. Step 2. Select the color from the fill option in the Property Inspector box. Step 3. Click on Brush Mode Modification in the Tools panel and select the brush mode. Step 4. Select the brush type. Step 5. Drag the mouse pointer on the stage to apply the brush strokes. Ink bottle tool. The ink bottle tool is used for changing the stroke color, width and style of lines or shape out lines. The steps to use this tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the ink bottle tool. From the Property Inspector box, select the stroke color, style, thickness of lines or the outline of the shape. Step 3. Click on the line of the drawn object by using the ink bottle tool for applying a different property to the stroke. Paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool is used for filling the area which is not completely closed. It is useful for filling the enclosed areas of an object with the colors in a single click. It also provides modifiers for closing the gaps in shape outlines. The steps for filling the colors in the object are as follows. Step 1. Select the Paint Bucket tool. Step 2. Select the color from the Fill option in the Property Inspector box. Step 3. Click on the drop-down menu arrow of the Gap Size modifier and choose Gap Size option to close the gap in the shape. Step 4. Click inside the shape to fill it with color. Eraser tool. The eraser tool helps us to erase lines and fills of an object from the stage. We can also select the eraser size and shape from the eraser shape. Different eraser modes are as follows. Eraser modes, description. Erase normal. It erases all lines and fills wherever the eraser is moved. Erase fills. It only erases the fill colors while the lines are left unaffected. Erase lines. It erases only lines while fills remain unaffected. Erase selected fills. It helps in erasing fills of the selected part of the object. Erase inside. It erases the inner part of the object. The steps to use the eraser tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the eraser tool. Step 2. Select the required eraser by clicking on the Eraser Mode modifier. Step 3. Select the type and size of the eraser by clicking on the eraser options. Step 4. Click and drag on the object for erasing on the stage. Text tool. The text tool is used to type on the screen. It is used for adding text in drawings and animations. The steps to use the text tool are as follows. Step 1. Select the text tool. Step 2. Change the box, text type, font size, color, etc. from the Property Inspector box. Step 3. Click on any area of the stage to get the cursor and type the text. Step 4. Move and adjust the text box in the same way as we move the objects. Using frame-by-frame technique for animation. Animations in Animate are created with the help of frames. Frames in Animate are defined as the little rectangular cells which appear on the timeline. Keyframes are the special types of frames where some changes like coloring, positioning, shape, and much more can be attributed. In frame-by-frame animation, we create the images in every frame. Animating an object. The steps used to make a quick animation for an object are as follows. Step 1. Draw a star on the stage. Step 2. Click to the right of the keyframe dot in layer 1. The animation will start from this particular frame. Step 3. Now, click on the second frame in the timeline. Step 4. Click on the Insert menu and then click on the timeline. Now, click on the keyframe. This will insert a keyframe in frame 2 with a copy of the star. Step 5. Using the Selection tool, make a slight change in the position of the star towards the right side of the stage and change the color of the star. Step 6. Click on the third frame of the timeline and press F6 key to insert a keyframe in it. Step 7. Shift the star slightly to the right side of the stage. Change its color. Step 8. Click on the fourth frame of the timeline and press F6 to insert a keyframe in it. Step 9. Shift the star towards the right and change its color. Step 10. Continue to insert keyframes by repeating the above steps till the 10th frame is reached. Step 11. Preview the animation by clicking on the Control menu, then click on the Test Movie option, and after this, click on the Animate option. Dictionary. Animate, software made by Adobe Systems that is used to create animations. Property Window Box, a box that allows to view and change the properties of the selected objects. Timeline, a panel in Animate window which is used to set the sequence of the movie. Stage, the area where we place the graphics, text or video clips in order to show them as the part of a movie. Let's refresh. Animate is one of the software used for creating movies and games. The Tools panel contains tools which are used to create or modify text and graphics. The stage is a white area displayed in the center of the Animate screen where the movie is created. There are many tools in the Animate for different purposes such as Pencil tool, Ink bottle tool, Paint bucket tool, Eraser tool, etc. Frames in Animate are defined as the little rectangular cells which appear on the timeline. Animations in Animate are created with the help of these frames.